What's going on, anyone? I'm Sir James with Gamerfuzion.com, and today I'm here to bring you guys a product review of the Tritton gaming headset courtesy of Mad Catz. In this review, I'll be going over the hardware, design, audio performance. Along with the end, I'll be giving you guys my opinions, what do I think about the headset and what I like and dislike. So let's go ahead and begin with the overall hardware. Right off the bat, when you first get these out of the box, you will notice one thing, which is that these are extremely light-weighted. There's no weight whatsoever to these headsets. It almost feels like there's nothing here, which is actually a good thing, especially when it comes to long hours of gaming. Some headsets that have a bit of weight to them tend to kind of put a little bit of pressure on your head and tend to get uncomfortable. But even with these, after long periods of gaming, these do not feel uncomfortable at all. So because there was no weight and there's a lot of padding within on the ears and on top of the head. Next up, you have the flexible microphone, which could bend in many different ways. But the only downside is that the microphone is not detachable. You also have these swivel ear cuffs, so after long periods of time, if you happen to be resting or if these happen to get hot upon your ears, you could easily take these off and rest them upon your shoulders, which is a good design. And of course, on both the left and the right, feature an adjustable so you could fit your head. So whether you have a small head or maybe a much more larger head. And of course, in each of these cuffs feature a 40mm speakers, which will allow you to hear not only the voice chat, but also in-game audio. Next up, let's go ahead and talk about the design. Overall, the design in terms of looks actually looks really nice with the glossy finish along with the matte padding. As you can see along the edges, you have pretty much all kinds of logos across the top and bottom, even on the microphone themselves. The one thing I do not like about the design is the fact that on both the left and right side feature a glossy finish. I mean, I know glossy finish is nice and all, but glossy finishes tend to get fingerprints, which leaves a lot of fingerprint magnets, and tend to get scratched up easy. I mean, for a headset, that's something that I would prefer not to have a glossy finish on, and it would be better with a matte finish or another type of material. So let me go ahead and talk about the audio performance, starting with the PlayStation 4. For the PlayStation 4, you take the one end of the headphones and plug it into the bottom of your DualShock 4. Very simple as that. And then the PS4 will do the rest, such as configuring it to where the sounds will now come through the headphones and the voice chat. So starting with the microphone, in terms of how is the quality of the microphone, based on the feedback I got with my friends were able to hear me crystal clear with no fuzziness or any issues with the mic at all, even with background sounds going on. Now, when you're using the microphone, or in this case the chat function, you can only hear the audio from not only your friends, but audio in general when people are using the headsets, is that the sounds from people are going to be coming through only the one side of the ear cuffs, which has the microphone attached to it, and not both. But the in-game audio you'll be hearing from both the left and right hand side. Now, in terms of the audio quality, since these are a stereo gaming headset and not featuring surround sound like 5.1 or 7.1, I gotta say overall the sounds from the headsets were pretty decent. It's like if you took a standard earbud and then you plug these in, you're going to hear probably a 30% performance increase in terms of sound quality from a standard earbud. So overall, in terms of the 40mm speakers, I was pleased with how they sounded with the PlayStation 4. Next up is with the PlayStation Vita. The process is very simple to do. You just take the one end, plug it into the headphone jack of your PlayStation Vita, simple as that, and automatically you're going to hear the in-game audio along with using the voice chat, just like with the PS4. Now, the same thing with the PlayStation Vita is that when you're using the voice chat, you're only going to hear your friends through the one side of the speakers, which sometimes tend to get an issue because not everyone has a decent speaker, or in this case microphone, on the PlayStation Vita. So at times it can be hard to hear, but in terms of people hearing you on the other end, it was crystal clear, just like it was with the PlayStation 4. And I gotta say, I tend to find myself using these more often with the Vita due to the sound quality, because the speakers of the Vita are okay and all, but like when you're in a like specific area or on the road trip, I tend to be using these a bit more often because just hearing your Vita games sound much more clear with these on rather than using the speakers built in or just a standard earbuds. These performed a lot better. So if you're getting something like this, something with the Vita would perform a lot better. So overall, with the audio performance, I was pleased whether it was with the PS4 or with the PlayStation Vita. And as I stated, you could also use these with any device that features a headphone jack, such as an MP3 player, iPod, or even your PC, such as a laptop, because this is a short cord. But you cannot use the microphone function for those devices. You can only use the microphone with the PS4 or the PlayStation Vita. Now, in the end, what do I think about the headphones? First off, in terms of what do I like the fact that these are extremely lightweight, these swivel down, and the microphone overall performed really well. The only thing I do not like about the headphones is the fact that on the left and right hand side feature a glossy finish, which means that these are going to get scratched very, very easy. And on the adjustable straps, the quality of these don't feel like up to par. Like, it feels like if you abuse these enough, it feels like these may snap pretty easily. So that's one thing to take in consideration. But in the end, these actually go for the retail price of $29.99. These only come in one specific color that I have seen so far. They're very easy to use, and with the PlayStation 4 and Vita, it performed extremely well, especially with the mic chat. And for me, honestly, if you're in the market for a headset and you do not want to spend the extra money or do not care about 5.1 surround or 7.1 surround, then these will be a headset I could easily recommend for you rather than using the earbuds that come with the PS4 or any of the other devices around the same price range. So the fact that you're hearing both in-game audio and voice chat, these actually fits both of those needs in one rather than having two separate devices. So in the end, I'm going to be giving these a 4 out of 5 stars. If you guys have any questions or would like some more information on these headsets, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. Once again, I'm Sir James with Gamerfuzion, and remember, Gamerfuzion empowers your gaming.